In this video, we are going to learn some interesting topics of HTML. So we will be learning about entities, tooltip, pre-tag, HR tag, Marquee tag, subscript and superscript tag, and italic tag. Moreover, I am not going to use the regular Visual Studio Code editor in this video. I will be using the live code editor, which will be running online. I mean, you will be writing here the code, and the reflection would be shown on the output screen meanwhile. So let me show you how. So we have the first thing to discuss, which is entities. So here are some HTML entities, like for example, I am writing here a p tag, and inside of it we can write anything, right? I mean multiple lines. But here I am writing going to write entities. So the syntax of entities is ampersand. For example, I wanted to write copy and then semicolon. So you can see on the output screen here is C, copyright symbol, right? So one more entity of trademark you might have seen, like REG and semicolon. So you can see over here, this is the trademark symbol, right? One more I am writing here, which is like ampersand LT. So this means less than. So you can also use these entities to write various symbols. All right. For example, you are interested to write euro. So this is euro. So you can write the HTML entity and you will be getting the specific symbol. For example, in your keyboard, if you are not getting such type of symbols, so you can use HTML entities for writing that. Okay. So next thing is tooltip. For example, we have a delete button. All right. Let me show you. So I have written remove as a label. All right. So what I wanted to write here is title equal to delete record. So what does it mean? For example, I am just hover over this button, then you can see a small box in which delete record text is written. So this is actually helping the user to understand the specific type of element that what actually that is representing. So this is helping us to describe that specific functionality, or you can call it the specific element. All right. Then after we have a pre-tag. For example, I am interested to write here hello world. I am really happy today, and I wanted to write in my own way. So you can see that we are getting the whole text in a single line, but I am interested to write in this way. You know that in sometimes we write some poems, so in that we want a specific type of format. So how you can deal with that is you can use a pre-tag. So here we have a pre-tag. You can open that and then close that pre-tag. So you can see the whole text which we have written is formatted in the same way which we are expecting. So you can see over here. All right. So this is the interesting tag which is called as pre-tag, which is just helping us to format the text in the way which we want. Then we have HR tag. So this is actually horizontal ruler. For example, we want some underline, or sometimes we want to separate some text. So at that time we use horizontal ruler. So this is horizontal ruler. Then we have superscript and subscript. So let me show you how. For example, I am interested to write H2O. What does it mean? It means that water, right? So you know that 2 should be in subscript. So now it is good, right? So if we want to use any specific type of character in the subscript, then we will be using the sub tag. All right. For example, I want a square. So you can see that a square cannot be written in this way. So how we will be dealing with that? We have a superscript. So this will help us to write that a square. So now you can see that here we have a square. So this is subscript and then superscript. So we have used that. Then we have italic. So for example, we want some text which should be italic. This is an italic text. So you can see that the text is in italic, means little bit twisted. All right, this is not straight. So this is italic. One more interesting tag we have is Marquee tag. So let me show you how this is. So we have a Marquee tag, and if you are writing something inside, so you can see that this is going from right to left. All right, yeah, from right to left. But what we can do is we have a property here, behavior equal to alternate. So now you will see that this will be touching to the left side and then again move to the right side, and in the same way this will be doing from right side to left side, right? So this is interesting. So now we have one more thing to discuss, which is viewport. All right, in the previous videos I already discussed about the meta tags. For example, we have meta tag, character set. So we always use UTF-8. Why? Because if we are using UTF-8, then if we are using emojis or any special type of character, then that would be supported on the browser. I have just copied an emoji, and you can see over here I have written this emoji. So you can see that this is showing on the browser. So we have written UTF-8 because of which this is going to be supported. So in some browsers there is incompatibility. So if we are not mentioning UTF-8, then of course we will no more able to get the emoji symbol. Why? Because the browser couldn't able to read that specific file because it has limited character range. So this is just helping us to increase the range of character set supported to the browser. Then we have one more which is a viewport. So what does viewport mean? Viewport means we have the device, and if we want the expansion and contraction of the text according to the device, then at that time viewport will help us to make it happen. Let me show you how. I have this website in which I have added viewport. So you can see that the text is easily readable. All right, so if I am increasing the screen size, then you can see that this is really great. So let me show you its code. So here is the code. For example, I am just removing the meta tag of viewport. Then I'm going to refresh this, and then again I'm going to inspect and see on the same device. So you can see that now the text is not adjusted according to the device. So this is very much smaller, so the user couldn't able to read the text which is on your website. So in the smaller devices, your text will no more be readable. Why? Because its size is very much smaller. So if we are interested that according to the device size, the text automatically adjusted, then we are using Viewport. So here I am going to use Ctrl Z, and then you can see that we have meta tag, name equal to Viewport, content should be width equal to device width. So the width of the content depends on the width of the device. So whatever would be the width of the device, the content automatically adjusted. And we have initial scale 1.0, and we can reduce it according to our requirement, right? So the standard is 1.0. So I have just added again, and if I will be refreshing now, then you can see that the user could able to read it easily. The content has been adjusted according to the screen. So this is really an interesting thing to learn, that according to the size of the specific device, our content is going to be adjusted, as well as our images and whatever would be on the page, buttons and everything. So I hope that you have learned a lot of things in this video. So make sure that keep watching all those videos which I have already uploaded on the same playlist of the YouTube channel. So let me know if you are facing any problem in the comments, so that I could help you out with all your questions. So see you in the next video.